Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
Unpopular K-pop opinions because GNARLY just got 10 times worse.
1. The Cat's Eye Gnarly producer situation is nasty. The chaos ignited when TikTok creator Jared Germain posted a behind-the-scenes clip dissecting Cat's Eye's Gnarly. You know, the
I
one
feel
they
like that's
proudly
so
performed on the Kids'
unnecessary.
Choice
I know,
Awards.
right?
But there was a sound in the background that had been raising eyebrows for weeks. I don't know who moaned like that, but they weren't thinking about music, that's for sure. It
No
went
one
from
was
beat drop
thinking
to broad
that.
drop in half a
No one
second.
was
Germain,
thinking that
being
at
curious.
all.
No one
No one asked. No one summoned.
in
No one
3,
questioned.
4 months the song has been out. Not
Charting.
one video has talked about
To sit
the
and
sound.
dissect.
Not one video
Honestly,
has mentioned the sound until the guy came out and said it. Stop it.
I feel like people will be shocked how most of their songs get their beats from.
Yeah, the sound like
They come out of nowhere. Like I remember
yeah.
Timbaland, he said for one of his music songs, he got it from like making sounds with trash cans.
Yeah, it's like how nobody ever was bothered by the sound until the guy came out said, "Oh, it's from porn." Now all of a sudden, "Oh, how dare you use a
I
sound
don't
from
think he's the
porn?"
first either.
Who cares?
Mm.
Stop it. This is just like Cat's Eyes. Not only Cat's Eyes and Hype's haters want to hate for no reason whatsoever. This is so irrelevant. It's ridiculous.
Or messy, depending on how you view it, decided to ask the producer directly. He confronted Pink Slip, the man behind the beat, and this man didn't even flinch, saying shamelessly, "If you zoom out a little bit from the audio clip, maybe you can see where the sound is from. You can take a guess." A guess? Like this is some cheeky little inside joke and not a literal moan from an adult film in a song performed by a teenager. Jermaine's face said it all. He admitted he was visibly uncomfortable hearing the source in full, and rightfully so, because yes, Pink Slip confirmed the source of sound, not inspired by, not a stock moan, but a sample lifted straight from adult content, and then threw in that smug little brag that the song wouldn't be a hit without it. Sir, are you sick in the head or just allergic
I
to
just
shame?
think he got
Yoontae was
like
born in
overly
2007.
confident that he made a hit song, and he was like super excited to talk about how he made the beats, and he just said information that was not necessary or really asked for.
7. Do you know how disgustingly irresponsible it is to embed sexual audio in a song involving a literal high school sophomore
not
and
at
parade it
all.
on kids' TV like it's a Peppa Pig bop? This wasn't subtle. The moment it was isolated, you could feel what
As
it
I
was.
said yesterday, we gotta stop. Oh, with kids TV. Go watch kids cartoons as adults. See what you think.
I heard it and assumed it was Megan's voice, but now that we know it's a random woman climaxing for content, I just can't. The defense? Oh, Pink Slip said the song needed something extra. Yeah, okay. You know what would have been extra? Professionalism, boundaries, respect. You don't add moans to a song sung by a minor and act like.
And especially like knowing that the group has like one minor in it, I felt like it was very unnecessary for like the beat maker and producer to even talk about the situation like that.
If you want to say what was wrong here is him saying it, not him taking it from porn. Like him taking it from porn, there's nothing wrong with that. So should he have bragged about it? Maybe that like read the room, but I don't care. I don't have a problem with him bragging it nor
No, he's
taking
just
it.
he started feeling himself.
Yeah, but I don't have a problem with that. He can feel whatever he
I
wants.
feel like a lot of producers they start feeling themselves.
Yeah.
Like the one that was say who the F is twice.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah,
you feeling
yeah.
yourself a little bit too much. Chill.
Like it's some cute little production quirk. This is creepy. Sampling might be a normal thing in production, but there's a fat line. Because when you take actual explicit audio and slap it into a mainstream pop song, you're not being edgy. You're being reckless and gross, especially when the artists involved are not even old enough to buy cigarettes. I remember in the Pop Academy documentary, Missy said, they brought professional choreographers
Honestly,
who wouldn't
I feel like
sexualize the
this
members.
is not good for him because I feel like you just lost the bag because now everyone's gonna associate you. Oh, you're the guy who used porn to.
I don't think
make
so.
beats.
I'm gonna forget about. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember his name already. I don't know his name. I don't care.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
really
know
care.
what's the
Don't bother
vetting
me
process. No,
whatsoever.
but I don't know what's the vetting process for who they, go get these beats from. But I don't know if it's good for you to even talk that much because that's bad publicity.
Charlie Puth is still making beats to this day. Okay.
Well, because he decided to be mute. He don't talk.
Yet here they are moaning and twerking. I know people will try to argue it's just 1 second or people are overreacting.
So he's gonna
no,
learn not
it's
to
about
talk.
context. 1 second of adult audio in a song full of grown women is still weird. 1 second in a song performed by a group where one member can't legally drive
Like,
or
honestly,
vote.
who gave
It's
him camera time?
It's not weird. Like what?
No, I say who gave him
No, no,
camera
no.
time?
I'm responding to what she said. It's not weird to have like there is sounds of all kinds of songs. Like if you go to, I think it's Lil Scrappy, the bed spring sounds, to do do to, what it is. Oh, What's up? That's the song. I don't remember the name, but the whole you hear like the beds creaking and why you think it's creaking. It's like it's been in music. I'm sure there's moaning in songs too. Like in I think 50 Cent. 50 Cent's Disco Inferno, the whole video, there was an XXX version back in the day, guys. If you had torrents, you can download it. It's literally girls in a strip club with no underwear. Like,
Okay, I think you can see the point.
what's the point? No,
The
she's saying, oh,
point.
it's weird to use adult sounds in the song. It's
No,
not.
no, the point is in its context. This is a girl group that's catering to a young generation. They just perform at Nickelodeon. It's like the
Okay, so
context. I don't think people give much commotion if it was a group or an artist in the context where they typically make sexual music. Everyone wouldn't bat an eye. Okay, they're grown.
nobody made the
But this
connection.
group,
Nobody knew, even had a thought
no one
about
had
it.
a thought until the thought was there. So now we're addressing the thought,
Yeah,
saying, okay,
there's
why
no
would this
thought.
girl group,
If you had a
young
problem,
girl group,
if there was a problem, if somebody brought it up before, and then he comes out and said, then okay, we can talk about it a little
yeah, but
differently.
he
Now
put it out
it's
there. So now it's up for
okay, but
discussion.
it's not even like you can't hear it as a sex sound. It's just a random fucking sound.
Well, he put it out there in the ether, so that's why we're talking about
There's
it.
nothing to talk about.
Predatory,
brought it
full
up.
stop. The real horror isn't just that it happened, it's that nobody in that entire production chain said, hey,
Performing on the biggest stage in the world was just one step in my journey.
hi. This might be a little inappropriate. Not the engineer, not the A&R representation, not the choreographer, not the creative director, not the manager, not even the executive producers. That's systemic negligence. And when you pair that with the cocky attitude of the producer acting like he just pulled off some Grammy-winning stunt, it becomes clear. They knew. They didn't care. 2. Park Nuri and Kim Min-jun. 2 eliminated Boyz Planet trainees who were on screen for less time than the Mnet logo have officially signed with Modhouse to debut in their 24-member group Identity. Both were booted on the first episode. Park Nuri charmed fans with his funny
Wow.
personality. And Kim Min-jun? Go watch his Ola Ola fan cam if you dare. The boy looked like he lost a bet and was being
I
forced
really
to
truly
perform.
think, like,
The moves were
at
stiff.
least
The
in
rhythm.
K-pop, one thing about it, if you don't fit in one spot, you will find a spot in another spot because the opportunities seem to be endless. Like the cycle of how someone can be eliminated in the first round and then find an opportunity like this, we don't have that in the States pretty much.
It's definitely a lot of recycling going on. I feel like once you go through the trainee thing, you're gonna end up at some group. Now that group might flop, but you're gonna be on some group.
Was non-existent, zero projection, kept looking at others. And his face said, I'd rather be reading a script than doing this. Turns out, that wasn't just performance anxiety, that's literally the truth. He wanted to be an actor. He had zero idol training before stepping into that show, and it showed every second of it. Yet he's the first one debuting. Koreans are out here defending his potential, which we all know is code for face card didn't decline. And listen, I get it. Modhouse saw the actor boy look and went mine. He's got that actor aesthetic agencies cream themselves over. But debuting him in a few months? With what training? What skills? I don't think you can cram years of vocal and dance into a tight promo cycle. What's even more unhinged is Modhouse
The group is gonna have 24 members. He don't need to do nothing but stand there and show his face.
already teasing subunits before the final lineup is even locked. It's giving deja vu to the early Triple S days. When the girls looked painfully undertrained, the vocals were shaky and apart from maybe Diane, the girls were sub-vocalists at best. The dancing was bare minimum too. One of their choreographer even threw indirect shade on Instagram, basically saying they had no fundamentals, and fans shredded him for it. And while yes, he could have shut up because it was unprofessional, was he lying? Not entirely. Triple S eventually got it together, but those first stages were rough. And now I'm seeing the same pattern setting up with Identity. You've got a massive group, a rushed debut window and trainees who might not be debut ready yet. But I digress. 3. The ex-agency director who assaulted Omega X only received a $50,001 fine. This woman physically assaulted the members and got fined a laughable $375.
What happened
Seriously? I've seen people pay bigger fines for littering or parking tickets. Let's rewind this nightmare from the top. Omega X debuted in 2021 with Spire Entertainment, a company basically run like some sketchy mom and pop store by a husband and wife duo. Omega X weren't rookies. These guys had already been chewed up and spit out by other groups and survival shows, so Spire sold them as some noble second chance story. They worked their butts off with their debut mini-album Vamos and slogged through a world tour in 2022, probably hoping this was finally their moment. Behind closed doors though, it was a full-on horror movie. The wife of their CEO turned out to be a monstrous bully, unleashing verbal, physical and even explicit abuse. Fans first saw glimpses of this on October 2022, when footage surfaced of her literally dragging leader Kim Jae-han to the ground outside a Los Angeles venue. Screaming like a banshee, SBS jumped on it, releasing even more shocking footage where she openly called them losers and told Jaehan he was worthless as a singer. Multiple eyewitness accounts from fans at tour stops in Chile and elsewhere confirmed that this abusive circus wasn't a one-time thing, it was systematic. The company's response? An utterly tone-deaf PR written apology trying to brush off the violence as an emotional misunderstanding during dinner. they claimed everything was resolved, which was immediately proven a filthy lie. It turned out the company had canceled the members' return flights, leaving these guys stranded in America and forcing them to beg their families for money
What?
to get home. Things got even
That's fucked up.
That's crazy.
That's fucked up.
I can't believe you can do that.
I mean, you could do that, but I hope he was able to sue the fuck out of them for that. That is so fucked up. Can you imagine?
No, it cannot be possible because there has to be a contract that's, set forth, okay,
Right.
this is the breakdown, the cost. We're traveling, this is for work. They traveled for work.
That's
You
the
can't just abandon them.
That's the thing with the contract. The contract is not a one-way street. Like, yeah, the idols cannot leave, like what we're seeing in Eugene's case, right? But the label has to pay their part too. Like, it doesn't. It's not. Yeah, yeah. If you take them on a trip, they better come back, safe and sound. This is ridiculous.
worse when Omega X spoke out independently through an Instagram account set up without company
What did they
permission.
say for
Risking
that?
lawsuits and criminal charges, they revealed the company had forced them into silence, threatening severe penalties for speaking out. But the boys stood their ground with a press conference on November 2022, revealing horrifying details: forced drinking sessions, explicit harassment, threats of career-ending retaliation, and disgusting manipulation tactics like forcing them to grovel if they wanted to continue as Omega X, all by the CEO's wife.
Forcing them to grovel. What does that mean?
Grovel means to beg.
Oh.
They were gaslit into thinking abuse was normal, experienced panic attacks, and even hid COVID-19 diagnoses during their tour under company orders. The woman repeatedly humiliated and explicitly harassed them, touching them
Oh,
without
why she's
consent
like
and making inappropriate
this?
comments constantly. And despite all their backbreaking
That's
work, they hadn't
crazy.
seen a single penny. Omega X did the right thing, took legal action, in January 2023.
I haven't seen Airhead in forever. An Airhead commercial, let alone.
The court finally suspended their contracts, recognizing the relationship with Spire as irreparably toxic. The members
Yeah.
thanked their fans and bravely moved forward by signing with a new company, IPQ Entertainment, yet their ex-label continued to dig their own grave deeper. Desperate to save face, they accused member Witchen of assaulting the CEO's wife. Using blatantly edited surveillance footage, IPQ didn't hesitate, clapping back hard, exposing chat logs that clearly showed this woman demanding affection and threatening retaliation. The court ultimately terminated Omega X's contract
so
officially in
weird.
March 2024, even making Spire pay damages. But the criminal cases weren't done. 7 members bravely accused this woman of indecent assault, detailing her unwanted hugs and forced touching. She predictably countersued, fabricating claims against Witchen with heavily manipulated footage. Even police saw through it, referring her case for prosecution in May 2025. Then came the court's ridiculous ruling last month. Despite all the evidence, fan footage, eyewitness testimony, corroboration from staff, the judge merely slapped her wrist with a $375 fine. Her defense? Claiming it was legitimate supervision. Yeah, violently dragging someone to the ground for not giving you the affection your husband won't give you because he can't even look at your face sounds totally legit. The court called it minor violence due to her clean record, thus trivializing the severe power imbalance and ongoing trauma. You're telling me that violently assaulting 11 grown men, traumatizing them, manipulating them, gaslighting them, isolating them and humiliating them on tour, in front of staff, and in hotel rooms adds up to the cost of a clearance purse at the duty-free store? This ruling didn't just spit in Omega X's face. It pissed all over every single idol who's ever been abused and told to endure it. And
That's
guess
so
what?
sad.
She's free to appeal, because God forbid the predator feels consequences too fast. Meanwhile, the explicit harassment charges? Still hanging in limbo like we didn't hear her on tape threatening and physically harassing these men. It's beyond pathetic. This was a power-tripping woman throwing tantrums when grown men didn't bow down to her or pet her fragile ego. She was drunk with control,
I
weaponizing
guess we're seeing
desperation,
it on the other side now, where now the abuser is a lady. And seeing that she's getting like a very much a slap on the wrist.
Mm.
You don't get to see that often.
Remember you said you want to see that?
Yeah, but damn,
You see it.
I need to see some money now.
You see
Let
it.
me see that.
This is crazy. My initial thought was like, why wouldn't they just like slap her back?
Wow.
But-
Wow. That took a turn. I didn't expect you to say
Why
that.
not?
Why would they slap her back?
If somebody
You know
slaps you,
what it
slap
looks
the
like?
back.
No, the guys were smart.
No, that's
What
not
would it
smart.
look like? No, what would it look like as a guy slapping a lady?
What does that have to do with
Whatever you
anything?
damage she did on them, theirs is gonna look a lot worse.
No.
And who are do you think they're most likely to
We're
believe?
not sexist over here.
No,
We're equal
no,
opportunity.
no, stop.
Woman
Don't act
slaps
like-
the
but don't act
guy.
like
The
you
guy
don't
has
know-
the right to slap him back.
Stop.
Slap her back.
Stop. You don't understand the context that you're in. Listen, they're gonna take her as the victim. She's gonna cry. No, next. What are you talking?
elation and fear like it was part of the job description. And when the truth came out, they victim blamed, gaslit, and tried to frame the members as unstable and ungrateful. Omega X's
Yeah, you trying
resilience
to
is the
blame
only
the
silver
victims.
lining
Why
here.
didn't they fight
fought
back?
back courageously to rebuild their
No,
careers.
Because
Yet
what's
instead of
the
They-
point? Now
obviously,
they ain't getting
bro,
nothing.
obviously
Now they ain't
they've
getting
been
nothing.
obviously they've been in a toxic, abusive situation to the point where I don't even think they could hit back. That's what it is. That's what it means to be in a toxic situation.
I don't know. Like if they were children, okay, they're scared of her because she's an adult. She said they're grown men. I don't.
The dynamic
I don't
is
get it.
obviously there's a power dynamic.
I don't get it.
supporting them. Stans are out here
Clearly.
raising thousands to sue people who post hate comments about new jeans. 4. The Boyz' comeback stylish is so ahead of its time. Let's start with those lyrics. Oh my god. Shakespeare could
Ooh, they
never.
did a
The emotional complexity.
comeback.
I guess we didn't watch this, so let's skip
I'm
it.
glad they made a comeback. It seemed like, they
No.
were on the rocks.
This was the comeback that remember we saw the pictures. What was the tea about the pictures? There was some tea about the pictures. I don't know. There was some tea about the pictures that they took.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.